Sit back and enjoy our feature presentation, Asura's Secret Plan. The Asura Demons developed a top-secret plan to get revenge on the angels. They planned to annihilate the kingdom of Indra, the king of our universe. To do so, they need to capture the cities on the top of Mount Meru to give them a new base of operations. In the past, they tried to capture the mountain by scaling it. That attempt failed. This time they plan to overtake another land to launch rockets to defeat the armies that protect Meru. That land is here. Planet Earth. There are some things about our planet you may not know. Like the greater Earth, we have an underworld. It's in the bowels of the Earth at the South Pole. While the Earth is not hollow, there is a cavernous area that can hold a few 100 million people. And like the greater Earth, it is inhabited by Asuras. Because their advancements in science, medicine, and inventions has been advancing 120,538,122 years, we cannot imagine just how advanced they are. For example, they have doorways that connect their underworld to ours. Unlike the Star Trek Prime Directive, they have shared some of their advancements with us, the ones that help track us, trace us, spy on us, destroy our minds, and enslave us. Let's watch the evolution of the Asura's secret plan. The Asuras first shared their rocket science with the Land of the Dragon, until they failed in their attempt to conquer the world. After that failure, Chinese rocketry was limited to fireworks displays. The science was then shifted to the Nazis, who had very advanced rocketry plans and other advanced flying machines they also got from the Asuras. When they failed to conquer the world, their scientists were shifted to the victors to keep that science going. The most advanced people are the ones given the science by the Asuras using Asura-possessed humans. Since this is the final big push to conquer the world, they've increased that knowledge faster than ever before. This Asura-possessed human was responsible for the murder of more than 40 million people, and while he managed to increase the power of the Asuras, he failed to capture the planet. Here's another Asura-possessed human who was responsible for the death of more than 50 million people. He too failed to capture the planet. This one, counting starvations and deaths on all sides of World War II, managed to rack up 70 to 85 million people dead. He too failed to take over the planet. This guy was also responsible for some of the deaths in World War II, and this guy was responsible for a lot of the deaths in World War II, like this unspeakable act. And if as though once wasn't enough, he did it again. From 1935 to 1945, approximately 13.6 million soldiers served in the German army. The atrocities committed by this army were so bad that it called for a show trial. Only 187 men went to trial, 24 were executed, 128 went to prison, and 35 went home. The top scientists were secretly brought to the USA to teach medicine and to work at NASA building rockets for us. They were never put on trial. Asuras don't kill Asuras. There was no chance of the Führer being captured and executed. He and the Angel of Death lived underground in Antarctica and vacationed in South America for the rest of their lives. The Angel of Death had a stroke and died while swimming in Brazil on February the 7th, 1979. So the Asuras have the rockets, now they just need to clear the humans off the planet. Fast forward to 2021. The Asuras now have control over the world money supply, central banks, corporate banks, finance, credit, world governments, heads of state, lawmakers, intelligence agencies, investigative agencies, and militaries. Also education, colleges, school boards, teachers' organizations, and our health through health agencies, hospitals, insurance companies, and drug companies. The Asuras also control communications, news agencies, network news, newsprint, search engines, social media, phone makers, phone companies, cable companies, movie studios, television programming, and postal services. The Asuras also control the world food supply through corporations, mega box stores, grocery stores, farms, farmland, farm equipment, seed supplies, fertilizers, and freight companies. They even control religious organizations such as world religions, megachurches, television evangelists, charities, NGOs, the Vatican, also public transportation, airlines, buses, trains, and ride shares. So in summary, during our current Earth age, the original Asuras and their highly advanced children are not allowed on the surface of the Earth planet as long as the current humans occupy the planet. There are 400,000 species of humans in all of the universes in the virtual material world. The current humans are ranked in the lower mid-range, while the Asuras and many of their children are above us. Some, such as the so-called Chupacabra and the Greys, are ranked below us. The lower forms of human life, such as the Chupacabra and the Greys, are allowed on our planet. Just as NASA used chimps to ride in their remote-controlled rockets, the Asuras loaded Greys in their drone saucer so that we would see them in their intentional crash to get us talking about UFOs causing confusion and fear. If the Greys were here currently walking around, we would keep some in zoos, just like we do to the species we used as our original astronauts. Most of the Asura's drone UFOs are used for observing us, as they cannot come here themselves. Since they are unmanned, the G-forces from the high speeds and tight turns don't cause them any problems. The Asuras want to take control of the entire planet, so they must remove all humans from the surface of the planet in order to achieve their goals. The easiest way to do this is to kill us off and then take the last 500 million or so underground. The catch is, they must have our permission to do it. Taking the jab is giving them permission to kill you. Do not comply. In conclusion, the Asuras have captured the planet. Man alone cannot defeat them. Do not comply. Thank you for watching our presentation, Asura's Top Secret Plan. The next video in the series is What Happens Next?